Hello, I'm Steven, and this is Cherry Knoll Whiskey Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the cask strength version of Redwood Empire's Pipe Dream. So if you go back just before our Christmas event, we had done the review on the standard Pipe Dream, which would be this white and red label. This one is sitting at 90 proof, and it's a bourbon whiskey, while this one is at 116.8 proof. This is telling me the mash bill, which is 74% corn, 20% rye, and 4.5% malted barley with 1.5% wheat. The namesake is the same as the standard Pipe Dream, it being one of the redwood trees that they have given the namesake to. But let's see how it compares to its little brother, I suppose. So with it being 26, almost 27 proof points different, I would imagine that this cask strength will have all the same basic flavors, maybe a little bit stepped up, or even a few extra flavors that you end up being able to find just because of the proof point. So with all of that, I do think that I'm going to pour a little bit of the standard Pipe Dream just so that we can compare it slightly. So with this being a California distillery based on that West Coast with their slightly different weather than what you would expect in Kentucky or Tennessee or the central US, where a lot of bourbon in the past is created, and kind of the bigger names. I think they've got quite a bit of moisture, or more moisture, in the air for longer periods of time throughout the year. And I think California, for the most part, doesn't get quite as cold as Kentucky does. I guess if they're far enough north, they may get some snow and winter weather to drop the temperatures down. So I'm not sure if their barrels end up with a higher overall median temperature, which would affect how things age. So right off the bat, it's very dark and rich. You end up with dark fruits, a lot of the rye influence, with it being 20% rye in comparison to other large distilleries that have a much lower percent rye. You can definitely smell it. It's got a nice sweetness to it, though. I do remember with the standard bottle really enjoying their bourbon. I think the proof point was a little bit low for us, but for the most part it was good overall. It's got really nice floral sweetness with that caramel back tone to it. I think as this one opens up, more of the caramel and dark flavors are really going to expand. But for now, it's kind of a fruity vanilla with hints of caramel in the background. Like a floral fruity though. Crisp red apple. But yeah, smells good. This just says that it's aged at least 4 years, so I'm not sure if this would be, you know, up to or above 4 years. And with it not being a single barrel, you know, I suppose it could be a mix of a few different barrels with different ages. You know, maybe a 4-year is the lowest that they put into these mixes, and you know, they could have a 5 or 6-year mixed in there. But let's see what the taste is like. Very sweet forward. It's got like a dry, dusty feel to it. You get a little bit of like a rye barrel spice that's mixing quite a bit on this. The proof point you can feel, but it's not dramatic. It's not blowing my socks off. But yeah, it's proof point's pretty good. Maybe at that like 105 proof, it might be really mellow and easy to drink in comparison, but yeah, it's got a very nice, warm, spicy fruit flavoring right there in the beginning that tails into vanilla caramel, finishing with some sweet barrel. It's not like overly oaked or anything like that, but you do get a sweet oakiness at the tail end. Yeah, it's really delicious. I'm glad I was able to find one. In our area, they've been somewhat difficult to find. I think people were finding these in late 2022, early 2023, and I didn't find either one of the ones I picked up until late 2023. So I'm not sure if other people in the New Jersey or North New Jersey area ended up finding these any sooner than I did, or if we just happened to get our shipment to the state kind of later than the rest of the country. Yeah, so the nosing between them has very similar notes, but the white label is very light on the nose. There isn't as many dark fruit flavors or dark caramel. It's just a very light, airy, floral side of everything. And then the taste on it is severely lacking in comparison to this. I'm guessing that going from the 116 proof down to the 90 proof, my taste buds are kind of just ignoring what little bit there is here in comparison. Yeah, this one is very much so parallel in flavors and nose, just toned down a lot. So, you know, you still get the floral sweetness in both of them. Just with this one, you're able to kind of pick out a little bit more and explore those floral and dark fruit flavors in a more explosive and in-your-face type way, while this one is very laid back and almost you have to hunt for those same notes. I'm wondering if the age statement on the white label is a little bit younger as well. The cask strength just seems a little bit more matured and fleshed out in comparison. But yeah, I would not turn down a pour of the white label. It is a very good sipping whiskey. Even mixed drinks, it's really good. It's got enough flavor to not completely disappear in a mixed drink, but it's a low enough proof that, you know, a typical non-whiskey drinker would, I think, be more comfortable having a glass of this than they would the cask strength. Yeah, for a lot of people, over that 100, 110 proof just becomes too much, and it kind of blows out your taste buds, and your nose just can't handle that amount of ethanol. So, you know, I think the 90 proof version is perfect for someone looking to have the similar experience, but a little bit more tame and approachable. But this review is more so for the cask strength, and if you are someone who enjoys higher proofed whiskeys and you have been enjoying other offerings from Redwood Empire, this is definitely a great bottle to pick up. In our area, the price on it I think was like $75, which isn't too bad for a cask strength product. But yeah, it's definitely up there, and I probably won't be buying a ton of these. So, you know, take that with or how you will. But it is a very good bottle, and I would not be afraid to pick up one or find someone who has one to give it a try at some point in time. With that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.